Oh, hey, I don't know where this is gonna end up, whether on some YouTube channel or not. My name is Calvin Wayman. I'm 34 years old. I'm from a small town in Utah. I was homeschooled. I grew up in a cult. My dad had 4 wives. He has 5 wives now, all of them in the same house. All of this is true. I have 44 siblings. I left all of it. Well, there's a bit of a backstory. I became the first child in my family to go to college, and I'm trying to figure my life out. What do I want to do? There's several pieces that I know matter to me. It matters that I get to be entrepreneurial. It matters that I get to say Squid Game you to any sort of authority or somebody above me that says I should be a certain way. I don't like being told what to do. That really does not work for me. I like to travel. I like to be around people that are weird. I like being creative. I like being unique and finding something that is my thing. And I've gone back and forth. There's nothing that's like, oh, I would spend so long doing this and I would love it. I don't know what that is. I have some ideas. One of them is this. Like, what if something in my life and in my journey is interesting? One thing that I did that is out of the box is my lease was coming up and I'm like, I don't want to be tied down to a specific area. I'm currently in an Airbnb in Boise, Idaho. I've never been to Boise, but I'm like, I don't want to get stuck in a Squid Game. The idea of just living a life, by the way, do you see this? That's kind of, yeah, it's like, I never get pimples and I got one right at the tip of my nose. I'm Rudolph right now, right in January. Anyway, I want to get out. I want to do stuff. I don't want to be tied down. I want to meet cool people. I want to make a name for myself. I want to be known. These are all things that I know. I know I want to be successful. I know I want to have Squid Game money. Squid Game. Like, is that bad? I want to be rich. I want to be famous. Oh, but rich and fame isn't going to solve all your problems. Okay. Imagine if we did that with everybody else. They're like, what are you really into? I'm really into football. And like, football is not going to solve all your problems. Why do we do that? What are you into? I'm into computer programming. You know, computer programming is not going to solve all your problems. No Squid Game. Sherlock. No Squid Game. But why must we demonize things that we actually want? I lived my entire life being told, be a certain way, look a certain way, want a certain thing, and guess what? Squid Game. I don't gain happiness by doing what you tell me to do. There was actually a time in my life where I thought I did. I thought I actually got joy over the authority above me, like being a good boy, follow this path and you're gonna be happy. And then I follow that path and I do the thing and I'm not happy. It's weird. Except then I realized that's just one way. And then I go out and I visit people and I see the world a little bit and I realize, holy shit, Squid Game. The things I want to do, the desires I have, it's okay. Other people have them too. Wow. Holy cow. There's a part of me that's like, I want to throw up in my mouth that I'm a 34-year-old that doesn't have my Squid Game. In some ways I do. I'm not being completely fair to myself. I've been working without a 9-to-5 job since 2015. I can travel wherever I want like this. I have some responsibilities. I have 2 kids that come from an arranged marriage. Yeah. This is the first year, the first time in my life where I feel like I can breathe and discover who is this guy. What does this guy want? Does this guy want to create something? Am I more of an Elon Musk or a Jerry Seinfeld? I know I like people that are out of the box and a little weird. I want to hang out with comedians more just because they're weird. And maybe I want to do some sort of stand-up. But there's things I don't like about comedians. I feel like some of them become, at least from what I've seen, complainers and not really solution-oriented. But they also provide that release valve that society needs. And I think there's going to be a comedic gold rush because it's becoming so difficult to say anything without the fear of getting canceled. People are going to be waiting for somebody to say something that's crazy. And I put crazy in quotes because the craziest shit is going to be what everybody else is thinking. That's going to be the crazy thing to say. I know I want to do creative. Squid Game. What else? Of course, how can I make money with it? How can I have fun? I know I want to also have the social side, and it's like, who would I rather hang with? Just nerds, because I am into blockchain, obviously. This is Ethereum. Got my Shiba shirt. I'm into newer Squid Game. I'm into the front lines. I want to be involved in Web3 in some capacity. I don't know what it is. I know I love performing. Is that speaking? Is that educating? I know I like being creative. I know I could have fun hanging out with a lot of comedians or YouTubers. There's a piece of me, and maybe it's from my upbringing, that wants to do something that feels useful, that can carry forward. But then I look at somebody like Kevin Hart. What I love about Kevin Hart is he's done a lot of things. He's a comedian. He's done some business ventures. That is exciting. And of course, Joe Rogan. Everybody knows him for his podcast, but he's a comedian and a UFC commentator and all that. The thing that I know is I'm multifaceted. If I don't get to be all of me, it feels like there's a piece of me dying. It's like the quote from Martin Luther King, something like, if there's injustice anywhere, then it threatens justice everywhere. If I don't get to be the quirky self, it like threatens all of myself. I want to express all of myself because I lived so long with feeling like I couldn't. I want to be all of me, even the 0.2% that is gay, even though I'm straight. I want to be fully myself, explore things, go after things. I want to make a living being me. And that might sound selfish. I might have people say,
you can't do that. That's what every 14-year-old wants.
Well, I'm into it. Maybe on YouTube, I become Emma Chamberlain in male form. Maybe in comedy, I become the white Kevin Hart. I'm about the same height. Not really. I'm taller than Kevin, but not by much. Calvin kind of has a ring to it. But I also know I want to make a positive impact. Yes, I want to have fun. I want to be able to feel so good and happy for what I've put out there into the world. So if this becomes a video, maybe this is vlog number 1 that goes on YouTube. It's like a dust thing. Can you see that? Yeah, there's like a dust thing floating right here. Anyway. Who is Calvin Wayman? A regular dude with an irregular past, and my entire mission in life is... This is my belief. I believe we are all the authors of our story. And it's like we realize that when we're like in the middle of the book. The middle of the book isn't what makes the story interesting. It's how the story goes, and the ending can make the rest of the story interesting or a bomb. The ending matters, the rest of the story matters. My mission is to make what I do with this pen, what I do with my life now, to be way more interesting than the fact that I grew up in a cult, homeschooled, didn't know anybody that didn't have my same last name. My family's been in the same bubble for generations. I want the fact that I have 44 siblings and 4 moms to be way less interesting than what I do moving forward. What is that? I don't know, and it's frustrating that I don't know, because I'm going to post this and then it's going to be like, okay, now what? And I hate the idea of posting something and it just feeling like I'm just complaining or something. It's like, well, I'm just this other person that's in a sea of shit.
Squid Game.
Anyway, vlog number 1 on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, viewing, and subscribing. I guess this is where I'll post shit
Squid Game.
I care about.